Okay. Oleksandr Usyk, the Ukrainian psycho, wins Fighter of the Year yet again. You know, in a minute, Oleksandr Usyk is going to be able to decorate a Christmas tree with all the awards that he has got. But Usyk has won 2018 Sugar Ray Robinson Award, and he does so by a clean sweep. He was voted at 83%, beating out four other nominees, which is the likes of Vasily Lomachenko, Maurice Hooker, Mikey Garcia, and Terrence Crawford. Okay. His management team, or his manager, also goes on to win the Customado Manager of the Year award. You know, and they also said that, you know, this is only the second time since 1992 that this has been done. And, you know, you can also couple this with the Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year that he also has collected. And this is the kind of attributes that you want to see in any fighter. And I'm glad that he's getting the props that he deserves. You know, I really am. And I can't wait for this guy to enter the heavyweight division. You know, he deserves to be highlighted, and the spotlight deserves to be on him, because the problem with boxing today is, for some strange and idiotic reason, we seem to want to big up and give props and support fighters who does nothing for the sport and nothing for us as fans, by simply not giving us the fights that they want and simply not keeping up with the promises that they promise the fans, even though the fans is the ones that support these people, that put them in their mansions, that put them in their cars, and, you know, have them looking good, draped in jewelry and this, that, and the third. So when it comes to Oleksandr Usyk, I'm glad that he's getting recognized, and I don't want it to be overshadowed, and I can't wait for him to get into the heavyweight division. And the only advice that I have for Oleksandr Usyk, while he's coming over here, breaking into the U.S. market and in the heavyweight division, is to learn as much English as you possibly can, because that'll only help your star rise, and you will become a star over here. Like I said before, they will eat Oleksandr Usyk up over here. Really would. You know, he moves and shake how they want a fighter to move and shake, and he's doing all the right moves. You know, I'm going to leave the link in the description box, you know, because, you know, they have other awards, and I think Jared Hurd and Laura, they also won what is that, Bout of the Year. So it's a good little interesting read, but I wanted to put this on you guys' radar to show that this is what we want. This is what we're supposed to be seeing. What is it that Oleksandr Usyk is doing that it seems that the rest of these heavyweights and just fighters in general nowadays, particularly in the PBC department, is not doing? You know, it's not hard to want to step up. And the only thing that Oleksandr Usyk is doing that's different from everybody else is he's gambling with himself because he has faith in himself. You know, and the way he's trying to enter the heavyweight division by challenging the likes of Joseph Parker and Gerald Big Baby Miller is a very loud statement. And it says, I'm not playing games. You know, I'm here to make a dent in boxing and in heavyweight history, you know, and I'm not afraid. Those are all things that boxing fans love, and especially somebody like me. So when I see stuff like this, especially after hearing what that big fat fool said today later on about joining the NFL, you know, this is what actually, this kind of stuff is what actually calms me down and what actually renews my faith in boxing. Because I'm not going to lie, earlier today, when I made that video about Big Baby Miller, you know, I was actually pissed, you know, and people could see it on my face. And I was like, man, I don't want to get this emotional about boxing, but, you know, I can't help it because I care for the sport and I want the sport to grow. And I think we should be the biggest sport, period. But I'm not going to get too deep in that because, you know, I'm still out here doing a couple things. And, you know, when I get home and when I get settled, I'll make sure that I address all the things that I talk about. But in the meantime, go ahead and read this article and tell me what you think. Leave your comments in the comment section. And also, I want to ask you guys, since Oleksandr Usyk can't seem to get a fight with Big Baby Miller or Joseph Parker, even though some people told me, you know, Parker addressed it and said that he didn't get contact or whatever and whatnot. Who do you think, or who would you like to see Oleksandr Usyk enter the heavyweight division fighting? Because it's obvious he's ambitious. Okay? So let's put him on that ambitious scale. And who would we want to feed to Oleksandr Usyk first? I would love to hear who you guys pick, because we no longer have to be polite about the situation, basically trying to baby him in like I was, you know, kind of trying to do. So who would you like to see him fight? Would you like to see him go up against a Luis Ortiz? As a matter of fact, what if he did fight a Luis Ortiz? What would that mean for the heavyweight division? What statement would that make? You know what I'm saying? Who would that expose, or how would that, or what would that uncover about some of these heavyweights? See, it's a lot of things that Oleksandr can do by entering the heavyweight division, how he appears to want to enter the heavyweight division. A lot of things could be upset, and a lot of people could be looking very bad. But anyways, like I said, I didn't want to get too much into it right now, but tell me what you think about that, and I'll circle back around on you guys, because I still got some stuff I'm handling out here. Bruce Vade, I'm out.